Diciembre.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial, I guess.
Please,
Judge,
please do it fast.
Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. I don't know why I called for a trial when he just did all that. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the 06 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
Oh, so you admit that you don't do things by the book?
I know, he just admitted to it. Like, oh, that's terrible. Well, the defense have
Usually I just stun gun people. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
He was counting on Miles to break. Very well. Will Mr. Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Again.
Unbelievable.
Did the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Oh, he's actually doing questioning. It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please, please.
Is it based on the bullet that Mia found or Maya found?
I believe it has something to do with that.
Okay.
That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator.
Oh my god.
My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
That's nothing.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Judge, you should really install some ventilation in these elevators in this courtroom. Ah!
That's not how most elevators work.
The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Observe trials of father.
What was the trial your father was involved in that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was a prosecuting attorney.
Oh my god.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
If I'm not mistaken, this very trial that we are talking about here is
an Ace
part
Attorney
of
Investigations?
Yeah, Ace Attorney Investigations 2, to be precise. The one that only has a fan translation. It's a good-ass game.
The one where he puts on his fedora and goes, I'm gonna go to work.
Well, Edgeworth's dad puts on the fedora. He looks so good. Earthquake struck, trapping in the elevator.
So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator.
Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, lost their composure, began to argue.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do?
You could punch him in the dick.
I was scared, trembling in the corner, like a little bitch. But then...
oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Oh, fuck.
Crap.
So there were...
Fuck. Wait a minute. Is this the one that I missed?
Yeah. What did you do then?
No, we did do this one.
Oh, fuck.
There we go. This one. Heavy, I
What
felt
was it?
a pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. I was starting to read it.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. A single gunshot, then a scream.
The gun fired once?
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream.
Terrible scream. Remember to this day, like I just said.
To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence.
Oh yeah?
But I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick.
Alright, well, he just gave us the tip that it's the very last statement.
Not necessarily, because that might just be the loop around.
Maybe.
Well, look at that.
Well, I think that scream really is like a point that we need to like find.
Okay, well, that's in the L6.
Depleted at time, no clues found in the scene, trapped in the elevator, one bullet found in heart, the murder weapon was fired twice.
Yeah, so it's a single shot.
Okay, so that's the discrepancy.
Yeah.
Because nothing here refers to the scream specifically.
Yeah. Go back.
Okay.
Go back. Go
Alright.
back.
Single gunshot.
Single gunshot.
We love using this file, man.
It's a good file.
It's a good file,
been
yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Tons of some good info in this file.
Yeah. Some good acting in this file. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. You're a dumbass. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
The second page. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired dos.
Dos? What?
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was when the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Dos. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we've heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Of course we do.
Yes. I think that might be the photo.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second fire of the pistol is related to this incident?
I think it might be the photo because I think the photo may show that there's 2 bullet holes.
Let's see.
Or not. Well, see, because he's on that side, but the bullet hole's through the door.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, there's enough ballistic information here.
Yeah, so
to support more than one bullet. Let's just say this is it.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
This all feels like details that should have been cleared up on the day of the murder.
No one looks closely at anything.
Your Honor, please get a clue.
Oh my god.
Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. That right there. That right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
He says as should be obvious.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah. I see. A bullet hole in the door. How about that?
Your Honor, come on.
Look.
Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol.
Listen, I'm super high right now.
Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Perfect.
Order!
I always feel so caught off guard by people murmuring. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
That's not... What? That's...
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth.
Then what is your explanation for the bullet hole?
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
What?
It must have been some bullet-like object. Order, I will... wait. Wrong voice. Order, I will have order.
That don't make no sense.
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, given our police, they suck, so all we have is a single bullet fired, and I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
That's not how that works.
Disc. I praise the judge for his wisdom on this matter.
God, how did this happen? believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
No, that's a really bad
Nick?
conclusion to get to.
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. Just when I saw that photograph that the 2 shots had been fired, I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there's another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we finally cleared up this incident.
Okay.
Yep, we cleared it up.
And that's the end of that story.
I'm dusting off my hands right now.
Yeah.
Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did.
Wow. Oh, no.
Wow, oh no.
He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. Good job accepting your guilt. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregor Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
That's
We have no
Right
time.
now. Indeed, right now. Let's do this. Does anyone have any objections? I'm getting my sentencing gavel ready.
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright.
I have an objection? I mean, it's gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I object.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk, tisk again. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
You're a bitch. Oof. Oof. Big oof.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know. This case is perfect.
Sorry.
God damn it. Oh, no.
Gra. It must exist.
What? Whoa.
Okay.
It's Maya.
Yeah,
Mia.
Mia's talking.
The second bullet. Oh, okay. That's the second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. Necrid must win. Where?
Oh, someone took it.
This is getting creepy.
Yeah.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
What did I just say? Yeah, you ain't got
Second
shit.
bullet.
I'm guilty.
It existed.
What? Oh, we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet. But why?
Huh?
First of all, how'd they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer...
I'm pretty sure I remember the conclusion to this case, but I don't know how this part factors in.
Oh, I remember now too.
But I don't know what step of the deliberation this goes toward. I don't know which one's correct here.
I think if we're both remembering the same thing, it's not the murderer had to find it.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see.
Because of the thing where, yeah. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
That's you, Sarah.
Had to take it.
Had to take it.
Mia coming through.
The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
I love that line. Capture.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Nice. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet.
I love how he's just parroting what his crazy visions are saying with absolutely no comprehension.
Does this imply
of how...
that Phoenix is a medium?
I guess he does have some.
He's not getting it from. He's not getting it from.
It's not from Maya.
Yeah, he has very, very minor medium powers because he's able to use the Magatama later.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, she was his lover or something, or they were going to date. Implied from the Let's Get Drinks part. Yeah. So maybe there's some sort of connection there.
Well, also, okay, it's also possible not to read too far into that because just getting drinks with your boss is very common in Japan.
That's true.
Had to, Mr. Wright.
I'm going to read into it, okay? Well, for instance, my sheepish smile. For instance, what?
He has 5 teeth.
Maybe the bullet hit the murderer? Wait a minute, that's true.
The bullet hit the murderer.
Oh.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you?
Only if it embedded itself inside your body and didn't pass all the way through.
Oh, it's not like you could perform surgery right there.
I saw that clutch, Karma.
Second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
the murderer came from outside. Yes. Oh, fade to black.
Wait,
the 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it.
This is a very weird omniscient narrator that just kicked in.
Yeah.
I feel like this is Phoenix going through it in his head.
Yeah, maybe.
The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the window. The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
I can tell you're full of shit, but it's intriguing.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Oh, crazy.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
Must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Oh my god, I know why.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
That's crazy, which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
I love that. Oh, man.
Oh god, oh man.
Something wrong, Mr.
God.
Wright?
Oh man.
You seem dazed.
Oh god, no, your honor. Oh god, oh man.
Well, you've indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Say it now.
Interesting that they give you the choice.
Your honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Just lay it on me. Who's your suspect?
My hands are shaking. Knees weak.
What?
Arms are heavy. Von Karma.
Von Karma?
Oh.
That was the face of like that cat being pointed at by the white lady.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object.
Wow.
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident.
That is rather funny.
That's a silly. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record,
Including non-stop infinite attendance.
Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick. Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
No,
There's only
that
one
perfect.
logical step you need to make after you do that, though.
So what, Nick?
All right.
But did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out by yourself. That's silly.
I mean, if you're crazy, you could always try.
Yeah,
mean,
there was a doctor in
look it up
Antarctica
on YouTube.
that did appendicitis surgery on himself
Yeah.
while awake.
And then there's also that 127 hours guy who
Chop
cut
off
off
his arm.
cut off his own hand to save himself.
With a Swiss
Gotta
Army
do what
knife.
You gotta do.
Yeah, man.
Wait.
Oh, God.
What does that mean? A bullet has to be somewhere, but
Tisk, tisk,
Is it
tisk.
in him?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
no, it's not impossible to prove, obviously, so we have to show evidence.
Sure.
All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. Take off all your clothes.
Let's search your body.
Let's see if you have a bullet wound, right? I mean, that's also one way to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
I know how you'd like. I'll even
Or
use
go
evidence.
through a metal detector.
I know how much you like it so much.
What?
Metal detector. The evidence that proves Von Karma shot is something.
I'm
Sara
so
just
happy
said.
Sarah said it. I'm so happy Sarah said it.
Von Karma is
Wow.
perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on
Pull it out
himself.
right here, right now, everybody.
You don't mean.
It's in his ass. I do.
Oh my god.
There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
What?
That's nuts.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector.
That I have on hand.
Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find.
Oh,
Getting crazy.
he's sweating. He's
Oh
sweating.
my god, he's actually scared.
He's legit shook, RN. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you.
Oh boy.
Order, order, order.
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it here, right now.
Enough.
That's nuts.
I permit the use of the metal detector. I think it would be really cool. Mr. Von
Bailiffs,
Karma,
hold him
you will
down.
submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot.
This is pretty wild.
I love this animation. That's it.
It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The
my
bullet.
God. I mean, but how do we know? I mean, it could be any, like.
Mr. Von Karma.
You. It was you.
Oh my god.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. It's very easy to just say that, though. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was for DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
You bitch. With no
Wow.
proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Would it just be this?
I think it's the ballistic markings, yeah.
How are we going to prove...
That means we have to extract the bullet from his
take
shoulder.
it out.
Yeah, we have to chop off his shoulder now.
Yeah. All
So
right.
let's bring in a surgeon right here, right now.
All right, we're
Yeah.
doing it. Take that. That's a bullet. Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings. What?
It's the fingerprints. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Thank you for that. Unnecessary.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder.
Let's take it out now.
We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched,
Why? How are we going to do this?
we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all.
I don't know how they're going to do this right now.
Well, Mr. Von Karma,
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. That scream. I've heard that Arnold Schwarzenegger impression before. Wait, I know.
Oh my god.
Wait, this would be Yanny talking, so it's you.
help, I can't breathe.
Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier.
Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air.
He already sounds brain damaged. Get away! Get away from my father!
Wow.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
My sprite has been flipped.
Looking good. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth, only you've identified me. So it was you. You and your father, my cuz. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you inside
Oh
a
my
cake.
God.
That's
That's
So
nuts.
I always thought it was a missed opportunity for it to be his left shoulder instead of his right. Because he's always squeezing his left shoulder.
yeah,
So I
he
thought
is
that
clutching
would've-
that like a lot.
I would have
And-
thought that would have been a good tell, but that's not what happens in the case.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
In fact, I thought it was the tell, but then when the picture revealed that it was his right shoulder, I was like, oh shit, it wasn't his left.
I always found that a little like, oh, why not? Why didn't you just do
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be an easy little breadcrumb to toss in.
Yeah, it would have had a little bit of, built-in stuff.
Yeah. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. They're in cahoots. The prosecutor's office is perfectly fine with all of his shady ass tactics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth.
Absolutely nuts.
It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise.
Oh my god.
I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Oh, reuse that graphic. The boat shot. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
Not even
From beyond
ghosts
the
could
grave.
even ghosts couldn't solve my crime.
I even fooled a ghost.
Wow.
Tisk. Who would have thought another man would have to come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? To your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well.
You're a dumbass, I guess.
Jesus. Appears that we've come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Not
Again.
guilty.
Hurrah! That's all. This court is adjourned. This Game Boy Advance game is over.
Not yet.
No, the GBA game was.
Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed.
Correct.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to say this.
Oh my god. I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you. Right.
Oh my god.
You're welcome, Baka.
I think you could have done better than that.
Don't get the wrong idea. It's not like I like you or anything. And I made too much of this dinner, so yeah, I brought you some. But don't think it's because of,
I made too much curry.
I just made too much. Okay, don't get the wrong idea. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
Before you beat me, try again, kid.
She's got you there.
Whoa! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
Okay. See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I mean, you could also pay me.
I see.
I could really use a lot of money.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Whoa! I feel foolish.
Look, just give me money. That's all we need.
That's hilarious. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. God damn it!
Oh, no.
Fuck out of here!
Hey, y'all!
Get the fuck out of my face!
Lada! Why do we
Don't be happy to see her.
What the hell? Y'all were great in there.
Get the fuck out of here! That's my line.
Good.
Yeah. What? Yo, Edgeworth. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course.
Oh, fuck off! I hate you. Go
Just
away.
look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
But you would. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Call her out.
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, huh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college.
You can re-enroll in college that quickly?
Yeah, man.
I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
The University of Phoenix will take anyone anytime.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Huh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Oh, they're all coming out of the woodwork.
Oh man.
Also, I just now realized that I chose Phoenix,
I know,
as an
yeah.
example,
Yeah.
but I didn't. Pun
No, you
unintended.
You did. Pun intended. Huh?
Pun intended. It's
Oh,
over, Nick. My life is over.
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Did Keonce dump you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick, I'm not long for this world.
You don't look sick.
It's Keonce, man. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind.
Should have seen that coming.
Yo, Edgy. There you are. Want a statue of the thinker? I got like 8 of them. Yes, here I am.
Uncle Edgeworth.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me. It's celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Is it?
Harry Butts,
Wow.
you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
Oh my god.
I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. In Japan, not in America.
It's $38, right?
What?
Huh, a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly.
Nick? Wasn't that the exact amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No, Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago.
What?
Larry took the day off, but he was
Okay.
bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history.
He's a crook. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
we've heard that a couple times already.
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh?
Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it.
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Oh my god.
Although canonically they will retcon that to some
Yeah, a
extent.
little bit. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
Death! The death sentence for both of you.
I'll fucking kill you.
I'll fucking murder. If only I had known I'd have become a prosecutor.
Oh my god.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself.
What?
If I had known the truth,
What?
I might have become a defense attorney after all.
But why would that punish you, Edgeworth?
Yeah, if you thought that happened, then the easier thing to do is confess and then go to jail or something.
Doesn't make any sense.
Want to switch, right?
Get out of here!
Line up, I'll take a photo.
Go away.
Hey, photo time, let's go.
No one likes you.
And after that, dinner on me.
Wow.
Gumshoe's such
Celebrating.
such a nice guy.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom.
And Maya got super drunk.
She got hella wasted, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Really? Why would he
Wait,
not be
what?
released
Yeah, that's kind
immediately?
of weird.
That makes no
29th.
sense. That's not how that
Oh,
works.
it's 5:02 a.m.? Wow.
Oh.
Early morning.
Whoa. I went a little
Oh.
overboard yesterday.
Oof.
My head hurts. Huh. Still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter.
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters.
Oh my god.
I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
No.
What?
Maya!
Goodbye. What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station.
Wow, he knows exactly where to go. Like,
I mean,
This is
you're
like
in
the only
Japan.
time we see this background ever.
Yeah. I guess I'm too late.
Oh wait, I think it might pop up once more in case 5, actually.
hey, Nick.
Maya? So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. Well, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wow. What?
Wait.
What?
Before you go, can you turn into Mia one last time? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
Well, she did speak up that other time and got
Yeah.
arrested and stuff.
She saved the first day.
Yeah.
You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
I'm a lawyer.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. It's the bullet. Not that bullet, but the third bullet, the second.
Yeah,
that
she
one.
swiped it. She
Yeah,
pickpocketed
she
it.
grabbed it off of him.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Creepy.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
Haha. I don't know about that.
So this is it.
See you soon, Maya. So long. Farewell.
Aww. Wow.
Thanks. Oh, that's you.
Thanks, Nick. Wow.
And so, my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
What the fuck?
Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't advance text. We have to be
I
fast.
got a bad feeling about this.
Like, these are just gonna fly by. I have no input, so, like, be ready to read.
Welcome to the original end credits for the game.
What?
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
One graphics artist.
I mean, they were a very small team originally.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Oh, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Is her second name Elliot?
Have you ever heard of NTR?
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Ah!
I'm glad we didn't have to keep doing him.
No.
But if we ever do any other games, I might need to keep doing that.
Oh, you will.
Damn
You're
it.
fucked.
Phoenix Wright? The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. So you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Okay, so that's what I remembered. Okay, that's... I thought he was originally like partial owner somehow already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize. Phoenix Wright. Yes, misunderstood, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. The days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. The hell are you talking
I
about?
wonder... I forgot who was doing this.
What?
I forgot who's going around doing this interview.
Is it Lotta? Might be
What
Lotta.
is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Phoenix Wright. Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting a DVD in one of them? Not that I know DVD everything these days and how am I supposed to... What?
That's a good... I hope that's like a they literally legitimately like made that a joke on Phoenix. For...
I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. And I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
What the fuck?
He's the Pink Princess.
I mean, on
very
other
tight
like
outfit.
any other anime or show, like he's kind of like that a type of handsome.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
The mountains.
Peony. Manual. That's a weird credit.
Interesting.
I wrote the manual.
Right, who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. A dog. It's kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. I can't masturbate to that.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, you just have to try. Don't
I'm
give
sure
up.
it's possible.
So it's not Lotta.
Yeah, I remember Wright, that lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training and became a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. All right, paranormal.
Are you gonna show the photo? Oh, god damn it. Shinji Mikami.
That's why this game was so scary.
Look at that.
Oh, where's the ghost? Oh my god, it's Mia.
Yay!
Victory.
And see, this is where it's established that Gumshoe likes throwing the confetti.
Yeah, he's the confetti man. Who was the interviewer? There's one more case.
I love how they give you this music. It's like, you're not done
you thought
yet,
it was over.
bitch.
Yeah, you thought it was over.
The plot will thicken some more.
With I think my favorite character in the series.
Emma's pretty great,
I think she's my favorite character.
but she gets dragged through the mud so hard.
That's why I hope I long for a better life for her.
Well, then play Ace Attorney 6. She gets
I
the
know.
closest you can get so far.
I know.